Good morning and welcome to one more episode of Cycling Adventure. It's pretty bright now even though I started an hour ago. Today I'll take you to a very significant place in this region. We are going to the Shivalik Fossil Park. The Shivalik Fossil Park is actually considered as Asia's largest fossil park with the demonstration of the species existed in the Shivalik Hills. This is approximately 80 kilometers from my home and I've just finished around 20-25 km. I attempted the same ride last week. Unfortunately, the showers interrupted this and I had to come back. But today is pleasant weather. And hopefully in another 3 hours I'll be able to finish or able to reach there. The weather conditions in Chandigarh has begun to alter. The light showers of last week has given opportunities for the wind to enter. So the first couple of hours from 4 to 6 is always a kind of foggy. You can feel the breeze. And that's the reason I'm in my jacket right now. Maybe in an hour I have to remove this. But let's see how this trip turns out. So after riding Chandigarh-Ambala highway for a few kilometers after Decathlon, you are reaching a junction called Pankharpur. Right. This is the Chandigarh-Ambala highway, and from here we need to take a left turn to the place where we are heading. Road will be taking us to Suketi village, and the Shivalik Fossil Park is located in the Suketi village. The reason is that that was the place where these fossils were found by the archaeological department. So let's head on. So the first 50 kilometers are finished. This is the highway from Panchkula connecting Yamunanagar, and it's pretty bright. But it's not hot. Maybe in some time it's going to be pretty hot. It shows another 40 kilometers to reach the fossil park. So I've reached the mountain regions. I have another 5 kilometers to reach our destination. Beautiful. It's extreme sunlight. There's no problem in being in the extreme weather condition if you get places like this. The Shivalik Fossil Park is another 5 kilometers for me. I've just stopped for hydration break. So I've already ridden approximately some 80 plus maybe, and another 5 kilometers to reach.
So finally I have reached the Shivalik Fossil Park. What you can see is a four-horned giraffe which existed in this region, and its skull and other parts along with its skin, it was found in this Shivalik region. It is believed that this giant lived 7.5 million years ago in the Shivalik region. The details are already written over here, and it says 7.5 to 1.5 million years ago. It's really interesting that giraffe existed in India itself. You can see the size. It has a short neck as compared to the present day giraffe. A fossil of this giant crocodile was also recovered in the Shivalik hills. We will be going inside this museum to see all of them. But before that, let's see the models that are displayed over here. You have the giant boy. This is named as S. Ganesha. This is a specimen of the so-called elephant that existed in this region, the Shivalik region, with 4 to 5 meters of long tusk. And this existed in this region approximately 1.5 to 7 million years ago. And you can see the comparison of the size of the present day elephant with that of this giant one. Another species that existed here was known as the Paramacheirodos. It's a saber-toothed tiger, and used to have special kind of a tooth, which would be well, that's the museum, and I was fortunate for the third time to have a glance at the displays over here. As expected, videography was not allowed inside. At the same time, the person who was in charge allowed me to take some photos. Before we wind up, you can see the hippos behind me, these tigers, the giraffe, the four-horned giraffe, and the giant elephant. We have those crocodiles and tortoise. Unfortunately, the models of the tortoise were kept at the site where the fossils were found, and now it's not maintained well, and the area is not okay to visit now. They say that it's better not to go to the site where these fossils were found. But what amazes me is this four-horned giraffe. Amazing. Anyway, well, after spending some time over here, it's approximately 90 kilometers. I kept the cycle over here inside the jungle. It's too hot as well. I don't know how this comes. I don't see anything. Suggest anyone who's in and around Chandigarh to spend a day. It's just 1.5 to 2 hours of drive. You can comfortably reach over here and have a glance. You can also take your children. You can tell the schools and colleges, the history teachers. This is going to be a great opportunity for you to take the students and show all this. I tried to locate the place. Unfortunately, the tracks, these pedestrian tracks, have been gone, perhaps due to the poor maintenance. Not perhaps, obviously. That's the reason why the models which were inside the jungle at the site, they relocated from there to the museum, and we were able to shoot there. At the same time, it used to be a proper track for people to walk around and see this entire, because this fossil park is actually approximately 1.5 to 2 kilometers of area. So 1.5 square kilometers, I think. And it's a great place for families if they come and check and look back to our ancestors. But this could have been maintained well, because this is Asia's largest fossil park, and still this is a condition. It's 1:15 the time. So I'll be now going back home from here. We cannot shoot everything as a part of their policies, especially these are national heritage sites. Now, obviously, they have their restrictions and they don't allow people, to post everything in the YouTube. However, this place is easily accessible. Think about it. You can come over here from Chandigarh. It takes 2 hours drive. And you have a few routes to try as well. You can come via Narayangarh to Kala Amp. You can come or to Nahan. From there you have to come inside for approximately 15 to 16 kilometers, whereas if you come by taking the route to Kala Amp, from Kala Amp it's hardly 5 kilometers. So I took that route to reach here, but I'll be going back from a different track. Usually this time I don't ride, but this place is so peaceful. Oh, I thought of giving it a try. Great, I'm at the second half of my ride. I had my food over here. The place is, this guy was really helpful while serving the food. The food was really great, and he's from Renuka.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a good
My
conversation.
name is Tapinder Sharma.
Tapinder Sharma was he's from Renuka, so the next time when I come here, I'll be contacting him.